So, Julian Newman, the man is still playing college basketball. As a 23-year-old freshman, he is playing for Bethesda, playing in the NCCAA. No, not the NCAA, the NCCAA. Played some decent teams, but they've been poor. They've been really, 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 really poor as a team. They might be legitimately one of the worst teams in the nation. But they got Julian Newman anyway. And before we get on to it, we are doing Hoopsmas. We are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of Christmas. And to do that, we are going to be uploading basically every single day, 10 times for basketball news. And we are trying to hit 7,541, so we can hit 100 subscribers today, just so that we can keep on track. But anyway, yeah, so we are going to be talking about Julian Newman and how his recent... I'm just going to be updating you guys because it's been about 3 weeks, and look, the reality of the situation is that Julian Newman is an interesting character. The reason why Julian Newman is the reason why he's playing in college is he wants people to keep talking about him, but people are still interested in seeing him because I think he's a big what if. I get it, he's only 5'5", but there have been plenty of 5'5" dudes that have been successful basketball players that have been good at the D3 level. Obviously not a D1 prospect, but I don't think people realize just how bad he was. We saw him playing against Spire Academy, and Spire were elite, so we didn't expect anything. But it's pretty bad. Do you know what his stats are in competitive games for Bethesda University? I'm not joking when I say this. His stats in official games for Bethesda are 0 points per game, 0 of 15 from the field, and by the way, he is chucking a shot a minute, 0 of 12 from 3, 1 total rebound, and 1 turnover. He's not even passing enough to turn the ball over. He is literally, and I'm not joking, shooting every single time he touches the ball. Obviously, there was the clips of him at the start of the year when he was playing, and he was doing exactly what he was doing in social media. And these were not competitive games as far as I'm aware. He was playing D1 schools, he played Cal State Bakersfield and stuff, but he was doing the same thing as he was trying to do off the side of the backboard. He was just looking to highlight for him. And look, there's a lot of people there for one of the worst teams in the nation. I think they are legitimately there to watch Julian Newman try to play in college. And I did not realize he was this poor. But I wouldn't be making this video if I thought Julian Newman was going to just go down the college route and last the 4 years just so he could get his degree. If I thought there was even a 1% chance that Julian Newman was going to play a second year in college, I was not going to make this video. And I will say this right now. If Julian Newman makes it, plays one game into his third year of college, if he plays one game into his third year, I will take down every Julian Newman video I've ever made. And that screws you up in the algorithm, it screws up everything, and I'm willing to do that because I am very, very confident that this is just a publicity stunt for him. And he is just genuinely they're really struggling. And if you guys have not seen his team this season, and these are some of these are not competitive games. Lost by 70, lost by 50, lost by 50. They only lost by 14 here. And then they played against the Masters. Don't know who the Masters are. Actually, maybe these are competitive games, but they're 0-7. And he's only gotten on the floor, it seems, in 3 of the games. In the game against the Masters, he didn't play. Oh, no, sorry, he did. He played 4 minutes and shot the ball 7 times. He legitimately shot the ball 7 times in 4 minutes. Against Hope International. I didn't realize I probably did not have the full stats there. But against Hope International, which is their closest game of the year, against a team, in fairness, who are 9-2, they only lost the game by 28 points. Julian Newman played 5 minutes. In fairness, he only shot the ball twice in 5 minutes. He only shot it twice. And that's impressive from him, that he's only shooting the ball 2 times in 5 minutes. To be fair, after what we've seen, that is incredibly being he's incredibly shot cautious, if we're being honest. He has been very shot cautious. But yeah, not going well for the Newman fella. Not going well. And I wonder what he's going to do. I really do, because like Julian Newman, the whole thing is like I genuinely remember, like I was BBALL Daily, that's one of these plaques behind me. And I remember like making videos about him when he was, say, I think it might have been like 2017, 2018, when he was starting to like drop a little bit. I think he might have been a freshman in high school, and I'm like, this was like a few months after the whole him smacking that Jason Boyce guy in the face, and I'm like, this guy, he looked developed, he was ripped, like, and I'm like, this guy does not look like he's gonna grow that much. And it's like, if he wants to make it in basketball 5'5", he needs to have a supreme attitude, supreme work ethic, be an elite passer, and a lockdown defender. And I was like, it's not good. And look, I don't put any of the blame on him. He's a grown adult now. For the last 5 years, it is on him. But like, I think he actually like, look, the problem is that he had a camera in his face when he played basketball every single game, since he was 12 years old. And he was taught to play basketball, what's going to get the most clicks, rather than anything else. Like, we all remember this clip right here of the kid who's just way better than Julian Newman going at him. And Julian Newman trying to fight the kid, and it going like viral. Like, we all remember some of that stuff. And it's just kind of a pity that, obviously back in those days, he was still playing ball as much as he could. He was still playing ball at a decent level, but like, at this stage, I think it's a foregone conclusion that like he's kind of done. Like, you've got Julian Newman doesn't need AAU and he's training for pro-ams, wearing Prodigy, and I'm like, he's 23 years old right now. Like, he is a social media influencer, and in fairness, whoever is in charge of some of the stuff, and now as a grown adult, he can make his own decisions. So I'm not going to blame his dad for all that stuff. I'll blame his dad for the stuff for him as a kid. But at this stage, he's making his own decisions. And whoever it is he has advising him to, like, I genuinely think they're doing a good job of keeping his name kind of in the public. He's gone to college. We hadn't really heard much about Julian Newman in a while. And now, like, if you type in Julian Newman on YouTube, like, you can still see people reacting to him fighting refs in like games, in like rec league games, and him playing in like creator tournaments, and I still wouldn't think he's great as far as creators are concerned. But yeah, like, I think he realized, like, Julian Newman's first D1 basketball game, like, he literally posted it as like, oh, I'm playing D1. He's playing the NCAA. Like, it might be NCAA D1, but like, genuinely is not the highest level, like, in the world. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, I'm making this video because people are still interested in Julian Newman. Do I know why? No. But I think sometimes it's hard to turn away from a car crash. I think this is one of those situations. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.